C-guard, knee-shield half guard. So again, from here, playing the game, we'll actually be addressing how to pass this guard on Thursday night. But just from some of you guys that don't know this position, I really want to be controlling Carl's ability to put pressure on me. So my left hand is going to go on his left shoulder, and my right hand will be controlling Carl's left arm. The worst thing I can do is let him cross face me and then back step, put pressure. I go from loving half guard to hating half guard. So just a few concepts from that position. Good. My knees are placeholders. So if you think Carl has 2 hips and 2 shoulders, my right knee is in his left hip, my left foot is in his right hip, my knee is in his right shoulder, and my left hand is in his left shoulder. Carl's goal will be to try and stuff this knee down. So I want to be making a frame with my elbow underneath. So he tries to push that frame in and put pressure. I'm like a box principle. Okay? Right hand will be stopping the corral of this. And we'll be addressing this on Thursday night. So from here, how do we get into like a Tarikoplata position from there? Again, I can start to underhook this arm as if I was going for like a razor arm lock. That's one way of getting it. Carl might then turn his arm like into a normal plata position to try and defend that, because if he doesn't and I get this wrist on my shoulder, I can start to lock in, and there is an arm bar there. It's not a very high percentage. But anytime then he turns his arm, this is very like the position we were in the last move. I'm going to push in his head and get my knee in front of his. And then I'll just kind of windshield wiper my leg over, put it in his hip, and switch to the Khmer trap. Now, if the arm is floating in the breeze, I just glue this to my body, and I have the Khmer. We're not going for the Tarikoplata, even though it's super cool. But Carl will probably grab his pants from there to defend this. Again, that foot is on the hip. If I want to insist, okay, on the Khmer, that just comes down and can push on his thigh to break that grip. But I'll also, this is the detail, I'll be bringing my right leg free so it comes out underneath, because good players will then go to hand. So Carl's right hand will grab his left. And from there, all I'm going to do is bring my leg back over. Son of a gun, we're in the same position again. So I grab my thigh, find that, roll him over, put my hand on the mat, get into my Tarikoplata position. There's a lot happening there. Let's go over that again. When you play around with this, you see the opening all the time. So from half guard, knee-shield half guard, again I'll be playing the game, putting roadblocks in front of Carl's shoulders and hips. Again, we'll go over a little bit more detail on this on Thursday night. And then when the moment's right, I can dig deep for this arm. I'm trying to get it up on my shoulder as if I'm going for that razor arm. Not Carl to defend me, turning it in. The minute he does, I'm pushing on his head, and my knee comes in as a wedge. I want as much space between his head as my head, and I'm bringing his left shoulder and left elbow towards me. And now from there, I'll windshield wiper this over. My left hand comes in, and my right hand grabs his wrist, and I put my foot in his hip. I'm looking for that Khmer. Now, if Carl's already went hand to hand, now, didn't do this with you, bro, but okay, we'll address this as well. If he goes hand to hand straight away, I can't really use my foot on the thigh to free my bottom knee. So from there, I'll use it to actually come up onto my shoulder. That allows me to bring my right knee towards me, and now I'm into the Tarikoplata position again. Grab the pants, leg comes over, turn this into a normal plata position, and then I just roll them over. Coming up, we're back into the same mechanics again. Good players, though, will not let you make that grip. So say I'm playing the game here, I have my control. Anytime I underhook this, Carl's going to repummel and then we just get into a whole battle. So, cross grip time. My left hand is going to grab Carl's left sleeve, and I make a cross grip, and I make a lasso with my arm, so I just come under and swim to here. Now if Carl tries to re-pummel from there, it's very, very difficult. Okay. So now, in the battle of him trying to posture from there, I'm going to bring my knee in front of his ear, and then I immediately let go of the sleeve and come over here to bring that Khmer grip. I windshield wiper the leg over. This helps me break his posture, and then I lock the Khmer grip. So we just go back to what we were doing at the start. If this is floating around, I just put my foot on the hip, bring his elbow towards my body, and now I have the Khmer. Okay. If he grabs the inside of his thigh, my left foot will go on the thigh. I can't kick it to break the grip, but what I really want to do is free my knee. That gives me the option of the Tarikoplata, the Tarikoplata. So I'll push it and I escape my knee out. Okay. Now even if I free it from there, and I can still hit the Khmer, but he will go hand to hand. That's the best defense from there. The minute he does, it's Tarikoplata time. So from there, I just switch and bring this leg through. Okay. Once I have that, my leg's coming back over the head, and I'm just curling into the position again. Once I make the grip on the thigh, grab the pants. Some of these guys were having difficulty coming up. Keep the leg over the back of the head. That's all I want. If you take the leg off in the roll, it gets trapped and then you have difficulty coming up. Just keep it there, it's safe, because when I roll Carl, it's underneath his neck, which means it's easy for me to come up. One more time on that. So from half guard, first option was trying to hit that razor lock, and then Carl turns. Unlikely you're going to get that against good players. It becomes a battle then. I'm constantly playing the game. I'll make the cross grip and then use my right hand as a lasso. I'll play around with this, okay, until I get my knee in front of Carl's ear. That gives me the space, and then immediately I switch to the Khmer and the leg comes over. And again, it depends on what's happening from here. If this arm's floating about, foot will come on the hip, I'll glue that to my body and I have that. He'll grab the pants, my foot will go on the thigh. Well, I can use it to push to break the grip, but the detail is I'm going to need to free my right knee. See the way it's caught in the half guard here? So I'm bringing it, using that to push to create space, so my knee is coming out from underneath Carl's left arm. Now he will go hand to hand from here, otherwise I have the Khmer. So the second he does, we're back into the whole game, okay? I'm already turning, I want the back of my knee over his wrist, my left hand grabbing my thigh, my right leg over the back of the head, grab the pants, roll him over, Tarikoplata.